Okay. Yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, yo, yo. Oh my god, guys. It happened. It happened and it happened in a really bad way. Shout out. Oh my god, can we get chat on here? Holy fuck. Yeah, WCA, another W decision. Oh my days. Yo, yo. Okay, before we start talking about all the sliding stuff, by the way, Eric, if you could make this a stream highlight for me, that'd be so sick. Whenever this is done, but that's what I'm planning on doing. Cause I want to make like a video about this, cause like obviously this is super huge, and I am just I'm bad. So, okay. First off, if you see my session, you can't really right now. I got overall PB A05 on stream yesterday. So that will be up soon. It has DBZ footage on it that I have to like fix. Anywho, whatever. Let's talk about the whole WCA board Yihang sliding thing. Okay. So, if you are in Cubics Friends, which is just like the Facebook group for everything, yes, we will literally cover everything here because I think this is enough for a stream in itself. So the decision, everyone's asking what's the decision. There was a post by Zachary Miller from Nick Silvestri, WCA board member, giving an official decision on the sliding thing. Cool. So after discussing the situation with the WCA Regulations Committee, which is who is supposed to be making this decision, the WCA Board of Directors decided that the Yihang Wang 0.78282 average could not be conclusively determined to be in violation of the WCA regulations due to the procedure published in Incident Log number 50. So, Incident Log number 50, I think, is whenever they're talking about like not using frame-by-frame analysis. That was like the precedent for Ellery Dillon's like 0.5 2x2 single or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Which is saying that all video footage must be reviewed at full speed. So essentially, if you break regulations, but you can't see the regulation break in real time, then the result is legitimate. The result stands. Cool. The board is optimistic. Okay, yeah. Competitors are subject only to WCA regulations, policies, and procedures which are in place at the time of the attempt and cannot be retroactively applied to previous attempts. The board is optimistic that this new procedure will enable a more fair and a robust approach to evaluating attempts at the highest levels of competitive speedkeeping. We will continue to evaluate and pursue options to improve our procedures in the future. Okay. Essentially, subject to only WCA regulations, policies, and procedures which are in place at the time of the attempt and cannot be retroactively applied to previous attempts. So, someone was being stupid in CF. I don't know, being like, oh, do you want to retroactively apply regs to people? Bro, sliding has always been illegal. Just so you know, sliding always been illegal. Okay. The policies that they're talking about are the fact that they are saying we, because of the Ellery Dillon incident, have agreed to not use frame by frame analysis. Okay. Which means that because we need a frame-by-frame analysis to recognize that Yihang's WR was not legit, aka he slid, which, by the way, you can do not in real time. Like, the solves do not look as fast as they look. Anywho, so they're saying we cannot apply the new regs, which are, okay, yeah, sliding going forward, whatever is going to be happening for like anything that is essentially meeting the criteria that just happened. So because this just happened, we cannot do this to Yihang. Pretty lame. That's essentially just an excuse. Okay, of course regulations shouldn't be applied retroactively. How is it even controversial? And then this guy's being stupid, saying like, thousands of people would be in trouble, not their fault. Back in the day, site blockers were required for blinds. Should those be disqualified? We didn't have cube covers. Timers were different. 1992 didn't even have stack max. Bro, this isn't a regulation. Sliding has always been illegal, by the way. And then frame analysis is just like, you know, procedure that they did. Kevin Gerhardt, Rip Cubing, Zach Baruch. I think this could be true. Honestly, though, what I think should happen, essentially he's saying, like, he's comparing this to the Barry Bonds thing, where it's like he was on roids and then people, like, had the people's WR holder or whatever. Yeah, I think we should just unironically, we need to find a way to reverse this decision or get the people in WCA board out of power, because we need to reframe the power structure as well, because the way the WCA board handled this is super lame. Literally, as you see here, the WRC made a decision. Oh yeah, I'm sure the internal stuff is going wild. WRC made a decision on this, which I don't know if it's public what the decision was, so I will not discuss. But then the board came in and made their own ruling. So why is the WRC is entrusted with the results? For some reason, the WCA board is making the decision. I think we're noticing now that WCA board has too much power, especially because if you read Daniel Carnot's post, which I don't agree with all of it, but I think he brings up a lot of really good points. Why is this on 0.94 not standing if 0.78 is? There have both said before today's board announcement, yet only one stands. There was something in the new regulations for sliding saying that if you have the intention of cheating, which I'm pretty sure Yiheng had the intention of cheating, whether he knew it was cheating or not, that doesn't really make sense. I think Yiheng knew sliding was cheating. I think his coaches recognize that when he takes a more like low flat path to the cube, his times are faster. Whether they knew it was cheating on the timer or not remains to be seen. I knew people who said they knew about sliding even before the Ellery Dillon and the Yiheng stuff. So it's like it is possible that his coach in China was aware of this stuff and then was telling him to do it because he noticed it was faster. Whether or not you knew it was cheating or not doesn't really matter. You are getting an unfair advantage that now has honestly fucked over the entire WCA going forward. I will not be attending a WCA competition if this is overturned. It's public enough. A WRC member came out and said the decision is entirely the board's, not WCA's, and they personally strongly agree with it. Okay, yeah, exactly. So WRC made their decision. Board made a different decision. So the people that you're entrusting to make the decisions on results are somehow not making the decision, and then the WCA board comes in and says, we want to do whatever we want, which is super lame. Yeah, as you see, Karna here, 5 people make up the board, takes a majority vote decision to be made, so 3 people. WCA dictatorship, how can 3 people decide what stays and what doesn't? Why do they have to cherry pick which results they want to stay? Yeah, the board is not holding fair and equal conditions. Yeah, it's really, really lame, actually. He goes on to talk about how like potentially people are being paid. I don't think that's going to be true. I think this endpoint is exactly what I advocate for. WCA board needs to replace some more qualified speedkeepers that are more tuned into high-level speedkeeping scene. Yes, I agree. I don't think anyone on the board, except for the highest world ranking of anyone on the board in a like notable event. Sorry to people who aren't doing notable events, but like is Blake Thompson, like whenever he got like a sub-7 average, which isn't what we want. I don't think. Yeah. Even a specialist per group or group of events think that all possible cases can be good hands. Yeah, I think this is good as well. Like if you look at the Kalindu thing, they had to call in like top FMC solvers because they literally do not understand whether or not Kalindu was cheating or not, and they had to get the community involved. And I think if there was like separate boards for each event, that'd be cool. Obviously there's not that many people top level solvers anyway that want to be a part of this type of thing. I would not be a part of it, even though like I think I'm always based in my takes. Duh. The lack of comms inside leaking up to decisions are practically non-existent. Yeah, dude, I do not like what's going on here. Let's look at all of these in terms of most recent activity. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna go all the way back to the beginning. Sliding is now legal. Okay, first off, sliding was never legal. Sliding is legal if it's not on camera. If there's no video evidence, then sliding is legal. Although even with video evidence, Yiheng has been allowed to let his solves slide, if you will. It's Drover slide. The credibility of WCA and official results on this website just vanished in a second or 98 days, whichever metric you prefer. Yeah, we didn't have any of this anyways. There are so many times where kids don't +2 my solves and I have to say that I want it +2'd. Cheating in the WCA is very easy. I know plenty of people who have had information on how like an E1 is good, and then they request an E1 even though they probably don't have grounds for an E1. It gets granted by the delegate who is quite lax, and then they get a good result on it, aka a PR or a really notable result, and that's super cringe. Yeah, everyone's side this weekend. They can't ban us all. Yeah. Literally, like if you slide and then you're not recording or no one records you, then you're fine. Honestly, like it's crazy how Yiheng has gotten like all the crazy results recently. I think Someone was saying like on Discord that he got the 0.9 average, and yet there's no video of it, even though everyone records Yihang. You know, maybe there's like a whole, hey, if you're doing something illegal, like don't post it for us, you know? And you know, there was obviously this Han incident, and like he didn't intentionally record, but someone recorded it, and then that opened the whole can of worms. Like, you know, if there's no footage at all of the result, then like it probably slides. Yeah, I wonder who this is, but yeah, WRC wanted to deal with the situation a little bit differently. I encourage everyone to start sliding and cheese as much as possible you can. Just don't record when you are chilling. Okay, this is kind of cringe. I have friends who are delegates, and it just makes their lives harder because they're the ones that have to enforce the ruling given by the board, and then they have to try to like watch out for sliding at every result. It just makes their lives significantly harder, even if they don't personally agree with what happened. Delegates talking about a mass resignation. 2 tiers going on strike, and solely everyone. Do I think there should be a different governing body for top level solvers? No, I think that the board should be made of people who have had top level solver experience. If not, it's just lame. The board has to give way better reasoning. Yeah, for sure. This literally like changes the entire framework of the WCA going forward, and they have given almost no explanation at all. This might have been the worst possible outcome. WCA has done nothing to help grow and cube to level it has the potential to. Hoping this beginning at the end for WCA, the regime of brains can the community what they deserve. I think the WCA has a very good infrastructure right now that whenever you like I don't think a new organization can pop up just like right now. I think we just need to put people who are competent enough in positions of power and redo the power structure and give WRC like almost entire control of results, which is what should be the case anyway, because they're the results committee. Yeah, I agree. This is super dangerous. I do not think this is good. I hope it's not true because you don't be sued for defamatory allegations. Yeah, he's a lawyer. He might know. Yeah, no, this like I get what he's doing here. I don't agree that they're getting paid, but it is pointing out that it is entirely possible that it could happen, and whether it is the case or not, I've heard rumors that someone on the board has been a Yihang Glazer, for lack of a better term. They are a Yihang Glazer, and there has been a lot of favoritism shown for Yihang in these instances, which is kind of cringe. It's really disappointing that someone can exploit a loophole and not be retroactively punished. Very clear that the board overstepped here, and it makes us lose trust in them. Yeah, WCA board has done kind of jack shit recently. All their decisions have been ass. WCA will either adapt or die. There's too much money in cubing now for them to do shit like this and survive. 100% agree. Yeah, like, yeah, I think that genuinely we need to redo the power structure in the WCA. The people that are in power need to be kicked out. This result needs to be undone, and then we need to set like the framework for trying to prevent sliding in the future. So that means that a transition to 4-pad is obviously the way, or as like a temporary thing. I've been seeing stuff about like high friction tape. If it's like on the timer, it makes sliding like really hard. So I think that is something to think about. Anonymous member. These are the people on the board. Yeah. I really rock with 2 of the people on the board. I really rock personally with 1 of the people on the board. And then I am chill with another person on the board. But yeah, I think this post is implying that we need to do away with the current governing body. Oh my god. Okay, let's read what's chat saying. Sorry, I have not been reading. Board overturned it. Yep. Did someone say sliding? Yep. RIP WCA. WCA 2 coming soon. Honestly, a new organization is good, but I think the WCA infrastructure is already very good. We just need to get more competent people in power or like redo the power structure. The WRC is unanimously in support of penalizing the 0.78 average, but the decision was overturned by the board. Yeah, the board really overstepped its bounds here and has done honestly nothing to actually give reasoning to their decision anyways. They decided to ban sliding after the attempt, but won't apply the new reg retroactively, which makes sense to me. I agree. I don't think you should apply regs retroactively, but the thing is that the regs at the time being IWR was sliding is illegal. It's just that they are saying that their precedent for ruling on these things was if you can see it in real time, which some people can like tell in real time that it's like kind of off, it's weird. And then I think that should be what is it? Justification enough to then use frame analysis to confirm or deny. But it looks weird in real time no matter what. 282 bars won't affect you, but yeah. Okay, dude, it does. It affects every result. It affects like what? Every sprint event. So like 2, 3 as well. 3x3 is heavily affected now when sliding is confirmed. Also, with the new sliding regs, it's legal to stop the timer with the cube in your hand. They said that you cannot use frame analysis to confirm whether or not a timer stop was legitimate or not in the new sliding regs, which is whack. Will we see a community organization that browses WCA within the next 2 years? I think potentially. I think it is totally possible. It is just like understandably the upstart cost there is not easy at all. Oh my god. No, literally. Yeah, the Noah's post on here, it's just unanimously agreed upon. WCA statement on frame analysis there right now. Too many requests. Yeah, we couldn't load the topic. Okay. Yeah, they're silencing the people, bro. It's I don't know. I don't know, dude. It's actually wild. What is it? It's like 99% of people say that they don't agree with the decision. 91. Who's not trying to call out names, but let's see who's on here. There's some goofers in here, yeah. And then 91% overwhelmingly. Let's see. Okay, I agree with Ed. Look, understandably, it is a hard decision. They want to like by making this decision, they wanted to like be legitimate or like try to keep themselves up to a the standards of like a real organization, and then they just made a decision that completely discredited them going forward forever. I don't know, dude. It is blatant cheating though. I think which shouldn't be allowed. In the future, it doesn't change the process for the WRC or video footage to apply penalties. Yeah, this is also what I don't get. Why is it up to the board to determine if it's visible in real time or not? WRC should be making this decision. I do think this is being used by some to justify hate plus bigotry against Chinese and the Yihan community that we need to be more cautious of. I think the post-world stuff was really bigoted, but I don't think the sliding stuff is at all. Maybe some people are using it as like a reason to do that, but yeah, I don't think that's what the majority of this is. Board L. This board is close to their own guidelines. Frame analysis has been used multiple times in the past. No, exactly. Drew-Brad's DNF was by frame. Yeah. If they're gonna overturn the WRC, why is he even there? Literally. For me, sliding looks like his style, but after all, cheating. I mean, someone I was talking to was saying that they don't like that sliding is kind of called sliding because from a marketing POV, it seems like it's a tactic or a strat rather than like blatant breaking of the regs. Like if you called it timer abuse instead of sliding, it would be looked upon more negatively. You know what I mean? Everything is legal if not on camera. Yeah, exactly. That's the shitty part. If I would go to a competition without this being overturned, the only one would be Cuba gets cancer. That's fire. Do you think there should be a different governing body for top level solvers? No, I think the WCA board should just be better. If infinite people slide, that becomes an integrity committee issue. Well, yeah, dude. I mean, there are kids literally asking if sliding is legal at like local comps because they know that the WR counts, and then they're confused because they know that it's a thing and they just are wondering if it's possible. I wonder how this affects other events, if at all. Dude, I think. Oh, Daniel deleted the post. I deleted one of my comments. That's funny. Not the Colleen Ballinger, bro. Eventually, yes. Within 2 years, no. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. There's a whole can of worms here that we can talk about. Like, you know, smart cubes destroy the whole sliding thing. Oh my god, too many requests. Oh my god, too many requests. Oh my god. Okay, I think this is talking about going forward. Okay. Previous made a decision to only analyze videos at full speed to check for penalties. The idea behind this approach was to not penalize competitors who do not obviously get an advantage by accidentally breaking a regulation when such violations would not be seen by a judge in real time. So Yiheng clearly gets an advantage. Okay, this doesn't matter, but sure. Also, I am cool with Carter, so yeah, I don't mean anything negatively against them. They are probably they're just doing what they need to do on behalf of the committee that they're on. But yeah. Infractions are not clearly visible at full time, but which are evident when using frame analysis, provide unfair advantage to competitors. The advantages gained from these infractions become significant factors in overall time of an attempt. Attempts eligible at frame video review must fall into one of the following categories. Attempts which are a regional record or a personal record in the top 50 results of the world rankings. Okay, so this is good because, you know, rankings that are good clearly need more attention. But again, this just like calls into question like the entire legitimacy or integrity of the WCA database. This also goes against the mission statement, by the way, which is good. I think we need to stop being fair and equal. Top level solvers clearly need more attention, and yeah. I'm not trying to call it names, but these are their names. Okay, well, I'm not calling people. I'm not saying whatever. Attempts that form part of a mean or average, which is a region. Okay, so this is the same thing as this. Attempts performed in the final round of a national championship. Okay, I don't really want to get into this. Attempts with a disputed penalty or disqualification for frame analysis potentially demonstrates the validity of the attempts. Okay, it may be used to verify that the time recorded by the timer accurately reflects the time elapsed during a solve. Okay, this should be how it always worked, but sure, whatever. Don't want to retroactively apply regs, sure. Ensure that the starting hand position is valid. Remove penalties from attempts where frame analysis unambiguously demonstrates the validity of the attempt. Okay, sure. Investigate potential cheating. Okay, whatever. It cannot be used in all other cases, including but not limited to violations of the puzzle and hands while stopping flat that cannot be seen. Okay, this is the shit. This is like actually just as bad as the sliding decision. Because here, this is what I was saying before, where now, if I want to stop, oh my god, give me a second. I gotta do the cam. I'm showing you what this means. Oh no. Okay, whatever. It's not working. I have to fix it later. Essentially this just means like if I'm stopping with the timer, I can do this. You see what I'm saying? Like I can stop with the cube in my hand and that's totally legal now. You can have that be on footage and they will not be able to change your result on that. Which this also, that there makes me feel like this is Yiheng favoritism as well, because Yiheng, like we said, is known for doing that, which is so lame. Let's see. Ensuring that a blindfold is fully donned on. Okay, yeah, whatever. Verifying that actual turns in inspection are within the bounds of Article 10. Altering a recorded time. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah, there's officially, like, the worst thing is, like, they know Yiheng cheated. Like, maybe they don't, but they should know that Yiheng has cheated, and they're just going to be like, okay, well, you can do it this one time, because we didn't have the framework in place. We were late to doing anything about the decision. So, yes, you can have your cheated world record, and it can stand, but no future cheated world records. Like, and you know, even if someone on the board is a Yihang Glazer and just like wanted this decision for him, Yihang would still be WR holder right now. He has WR2 average. Like, it's so stupid. Starts only, but not stops is hella sus. Because only handful of solvers who can seriously stop bad. Exactly. Yeah. Adding the fact that you cannot disqualify Ying from that just feels wrong. Yeah, and now everyone's gonna stop bad, and then it's on the behalf of the integrity committee. Dude, IOC does not care about cubing. It's just like, unironically, like as a community, we should do our part to get new people in power. Like I think that's the point. Oh my god, where's the Chris Choi ratio? Oh my god, it's right here. I think it's only fair to analyze it at full speed. It's the best of both worlds. Makes analysis of footage fair game, but keeps the logical, logistical element of it, allowing it to be, at least in theory, be able to be caught by the judge at real time. Okay. So he disagrees with the decision, by the way, even though he said he agrees with the decision in a poll. Whatever. And then he's saying, oh yeah, essentially he clarifies and says, oh yeah, so let people cheat if they're slick enough about it. He said, unironically, yes. Absolutely fucking ratio, dude. I actually laughed out loud at this. Yeah, no, you shouldn't be able to cheat if it's not caught in real time. Like, you're stupid. Just don't cheat, period. We shouldn't have cheating in the WCA. 0.9 head slide, and that's why we haven't seen video footage of it. There is consistently a pattern of whenever Yihang cheats or does something against the regs, it takes a while for the video to come out. Or videos just don't ever surface. It's kind of weird. We could use the board's desire to get IOC recognized by reporting this to the IOC and get them to outright deny them. Like, I don't think that does any good for cubing. I think, like, needing to be IOC recognized is stupid. I think cubing should be treated like a sport, more so. The thing is, we can't use, like, we have to be locked into a single brand of timers anyway. You're saying 4-pad needs to be adjusted because the thumb pad is too small. Hardware will be an issue because that means game timer and cheat timer can't be used. Yeah. I think we can only use one brand anyways because there's not good timing. Like, it doesn't time equivalently across all timers that we know of. It's like slightly different, and locking into one brand is good. And then, you know, if we switch to a new brand, then it'll have to require a reset anyway, which is going to happen with 4-pads. So like, we might as well lock ourselves out of speed stacks, which is what we didn't want to do. We didn't want to get locked into speed stacks again for the next few years. So like, yeah, like I was talking to Terry, and Terry was saying that we should reach out to we should get like mouse switches as mechanical switches rather than like electric capacitive switches, which bypasses SpeedStack's patent, and then you can essentially change nothing about it and add 4-pad, and it's legal. Still waiting on the 0.92 second round from 0.78 comp would give a lot of context to how consistent sliding was. Exactly, yeah, because everyone's saying like he isn't doing it intentionally, but clearly he knows that something he's doing is helping him save time, whether or not he knows it or not. With the new regs, Yin could get a 0.33 PB AO5. Bro, he already has it. What do you mean? Speed stacks give certain times more often, like 0.04 for the 100 spot. Yeah, I'm aware, but it doesn't matter because it's not entirely accurate, but at least we've been using it always, so everyone gets the same type of change to their times rather than, you know, it be like different like errors across multiple timer brands. My opinion is that it shouldn't be allowed because it's the combination of two not allowed things. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I see what you were saying, Zach, about like the Barry Bonds thing. Like, I can see that. My thing is that he broke the record, but like I guess steroids are illegal in baseball. I don't know. I think we don't need a people's champ. I think the WCA board is not the MLB, and like we can have real action to get this decision overruled, and or like get the people in board position thrown out, and then you know get new people to make the decisions that are like community appointed. But yeah, I think this is like if there's like a history of the WCA video that's ever dropping, this is like definitely making the cut. 5 board members overruled 21 WRC members. Exactly, yeah. That would be even worse. The mechanical switches? I don't think so. I think it would be fine. But then you can do 4-pad. Like, you can do 4-pad with mechanical switches. And you do that so that way you're not locked into speed stacks. That's the whole idea. Yang's illegal 0.9, no sliding. Yeah, he's still a WR holder. It's just that, yeah, we don't have video 0.9 yet, actually. So, but I'm pretty sure the slides at least aren't as egregious. Thoughts on a possible record reset like cup stacking did? I think the only reason we should reset the DB is if we can address these issues. The DB has to exist as it is until we can fully put into place a new standard. The thing is, I don't think people quit cubing. I don't think people quit cubing because cup stacking had always had the starts as part of its culture. We do not want that as part of our culture. Okay? We actively want legitimate starts and stops. So if we switch to 4-pad, I think it's fine because we weren't built on sliding. If we reset the DB, I think it only happens if we have the infrastructure in place to prevent sliding or things like that in the future. So like we implement 4-pad, like I think that wouldn't kill cubing. Plenty of top level solvers have still said they can get their global with 4-pad. Cup stacking also sucks dick. Yeah, sorry, no hate. How do people feel about Ying's recent 3x3 records? They didn't seem to have sliding, and if it was more subtle than 0.78. The thing is that Ying's slides aren't bad in 3x3. His stops are bad in 3x3. Ying stops, if you look at like Oz Nats, he's legitimately stopping with AUF on the cube. We can also look at the is it this video? Yeah. How to cheat like a pro. Ying, bro, like you don't, I mean, I guess you need frame analysis to see this, but under new regs, you can't use frame analysis to tell if they stop the timer legitimately or not. So all these illegal stops, Ying can do if it's not noticeable in real time. But look, yeah, look, the frame count is 1.13. He stops the timer here. It stops like dead on. His stops are not fine. Yeah, but yeah, no frame counting for stops. Exactly, and that's what I was saying. It feels like there's Yiheng favoritism, bro. Because there's a small handful of people who consistently stop bad. Why are we making decisions based off 1 or 2 people? The real-time thing is so stupid. With sliding, the judge should just be looking at the stopwatch. Last solve of the vid. Stopped it with 4 moves left. Let's see. Here, look. Yeah. Timer is stopped here. It has a slight delay. And then it's done before he even stops the timer. And even if he is, this is a legal stop because it's wrist. Cup stacking didn't have regs about how to start the timer like speed stacking does. Essentially, everyone has slide starts without the part where you have to slide your hands. Exactly, yeah, that's what I'm saying. WCA already has the... I don't think 4-pad would kill cubing. Like I said, plenty of top level solvers are pro 4-pad. They want to be like judged legitimately. Has anyone considered zero latency displays that might solve every problem? Does that solve problems? I really don't know. It should be the board and the WRC combined making decisions. No, it should be the WRC solely. You don't need to add the 5 people on the board because sorry, no hate, but you are not qualified to be making decisions on top level solving because you have no experience as a top level solver, like anyone in there. So what you should be doing is you should trust that the people that you have appointed to power in the WRC are capable of making the decision, and you don't need to overstep your bounds and then change the decision that they rightfully made. If you just let WRC make the decision, then no one will be mad at all. It's the fact that the board stepped in and showed absolute incompetency to this decision and made it so much worse. Chinese delegates being special tier ban? Exactly. And that's what sucks. Even if you do ban, like the reason is that sliding is illegal, but none of this would have been an issue if Chinese delegates, it's not also just China, but like I'm pretty sure sliding happened in comps in Malaysia and Aussie. Even when sliding was legal, you get screwed by who your delegate is, who enforces the reg specifically. So Yihang's been getting good RNG by having delegates who allow him to slide, allow him to stop illegally, and they don't question anything. And then, you know, I've talked to other top level solvers who say that they have tried to, like, even if they wanted to do this, even if they wanted to apply some of the techniques that Yang's using in his average, their delegate will use frame analysis on them before it even gets to the board, which is so unfortunate because then it's just RNG by who your delegate is, or this just leads to more corruption. This is an integrity thing. Yeah, I'm gonna ask my boy RJ if I can slide. Yo, dog, I've known you since middle school, bro. Let me slide a little bit. Let me slide. Yeah, and it's just so screwed, dude. Like, I you know, obviously I'm preaching to the choir. I don't think anyone in my chat agrees with the decision. Obviously, this is unfortunate. Let's see if Facebook's got anything else. But dude, like, the fallout of this is actually just gonna cook cubing. You know, if nothing changes, the cubing's cooked. We need to overthrow this decision. Someone start a petition. I will, you know, put as many people as I can onto it. Because I think it's totally important. But dude, it's wild, man. It's absolutely wild. Let's see. Okay, dude, what the fuck? Should the WCA board vote publicly? This would mean that every decision we would know about, we voted for why. Yes. I don't know why it's not already like that. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's so funny that the WCA Regulations Committee isn't the one making decisions on the implementation of regulations. Yeah, right? Like, the board has all this power for some reason. There is one somewhat top solver on the board. He has high 6 PR average of 3x3. Yeah, it's Blake Thompson. And no, Blake was never, you know, I mean, I know Blake kind of, talked to him at All-Stars, talked to Nick Silvestri a little bit at All-Stars. And, sorry, but they're not competent enough to make these decisions. Like, clearly this is what they demonstrated. We don't know who voted what, because obviously I think that would be unfortunate, but yeah, he got high 6 when it was world class though. Like, he had time of being a high ranked solver, but he was never really like that. Like, you know, I think finalist at some nationals a few times or whatever, but yeah, he's not that guy anymore. So sucks that keeping it's coming down to something as silly as timer starts and stops. Yeah, like, you know, I'm pro smart cubes if we can find a way to make the timing equal between all of them or whatever, because that eliminates just all of these problems. And it sucks that we have to find a way to standardize the start and stop time, which when it shouldn't even be accounted into the equation of doing a solve. It should simply just be the time it takes you to start, the time it takes you to stop. But we can't do that now because we've already started the DB on the fact that we have to do pickups and put downs. Um, can you get a brief summary of what's been said? Yeah, bro. You know, YouTube has this cool feature. It's actually like a marvel of modern engineering. You can go back and watch the stream from the beginning. It's actually really cool. It's just like it's baffling that the board is like the only people in the entire community that would ever make this decision. If you asked, like, you know, literally look at the poll in CF. CF isn't indicative of the entire community, but I would argue that they are more informed about these types of decisions, even though like they are more unanimously against sliding. But 91% of the Facebook keeping community, which is almost 10,000 members, which I would say these are the 10,000 most tapped in members of the community. Out of like 174 votes, we are getting vast hate against it. The only people in the community that would make this decision are the board or like a few randos. You know what I mean? It's actually baffling. Smart cubes would be slower than the 0.7. I don't know. They wouldn't, especially for 2x2. So with smart cubes, 2x2 WR will be 0.09. No, it won't, buddy. But you know, whatever. Either way, I think smart cubes introduce a whole new can of worms. The solve in the video below was a WR and violated the regulations. WRC set the precedent that brief touches are fine, applied to the competitor, and then later confided it into the regulations. Why they can't follow the same logic for Yang's W average is behind me. Is beyond me. That one followed the WR exemption. The precedent is that WRs in controversial circumstances usually stand. CFAS OH scramble. Max time reset. Timers written down. Not saying this is right, but just pointing out it's all a mess. We shouldn't be shocked when it's case to be so. I don't know. Felix's 688 should have been DNF'd. Okay, but Felix's 688 should be DNF'd according to current WCA standards, but that was before the WCA was like actually an organization. I would say that was when like WCA was still Wild West. I would say post-pandemic that would never slide, obviously. No pun intended. Under the post, multiple people have brought up instances where him analysis was used as evidence to actually penalize the result. The precedent that they used to back up the decision doesn't exist. No, exactly. Yeah, it has been used before. I think that is because they now set a precedent like prior to that being like, hey, now we won't do it. But even then, the precedent isn't in regulations. Like, I think you should overrule it whenever there's clear evidence that he gained a significant advantage doing what he did. When you read the doc and you see that more than like he had negative pickup and put down, bro. Like the time that elapsed in real time was less than the time on the timer, or more than what happened on the timer. So clearly there is some disconnect happening somewhere. It's just baffling. Like I genuinely don't understand it. As for what this means for like the community at large, you know, we're gonna see less WRs with video apparently. You know, if you're not doing it on video, it's still legal. Okay, so I don't know. It's crazy. Litigate Rubik's Cube sliding debacle? No, for real. Yo, what's up, Jacob? Thank you, my guy. My goat, Jacob Noakes. Check out Jacob's channel, actually. He's really good big cube solver. And actually, like, pretty good 3x3 solver as well. So, check out my boy. And he's a hardware guy. Like, he's like Steven. He's like Steven from the Cubicle. But, like, also really cool. But yeah, man, I just I don't know, man. It's absolutely wild. And Like, we can talk about what it means. Like I said, it's going to mean that less WRs are on cam. It's going to mean that sliding is going to become more prolific at comps. Comps are going to run longer potentially. There's just going to be more work for delegates to deal with all this stuff. It's not impossible to beat the record without sliding. It's just that it would be a lot easier if you slid, right? I'm just afraid this decision will decrease the popularity of cubing. Can I buy your Waypo when you get the non-AI version? No, I can't do that contractually. It feels like 4pad is the only way to fully solve it. Yeah, I agree. I think 4pad helps out a lot for this. I think we should try to use a 4pad timer that is not electrocapacitive. You know, we can rethink a thing there. But I think eventually a result reset is going to need to happen one way or another. Honestly, screw it. We can lose a few years of WCA time to illegitimate records and records not on cam because they're clearly breaking regs. That's fine, sure, whatever. But eventually it's going to come to a head, and we are going to get our result reset at some point. What about grippy tape? Grippy tape works. I agree. Yeah, I think that could be a implementation that's actually really easy to do. What about the Gorilla Grip? Hey, put the Gorilla Grip on the timer. Hey. Current 4pad will make your time slower. Skill issue. Get better. Yeah, like in Nukin's video. We just need something to not log us into speed stacks, I think. Because, sure, that's what the board wants. We don't want to be locked into speed stacks. So, whatever way we can do that, I think, is the approach. I don't think we need to reset database. We can just say the original frame. We can just say the original times as old style, like they did in multi-blind. No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe you could designate it as like these were results set on not 4pad, and now we have our 4pad results, and then that's officially what we recognize as. But I don't think. I mean, it addresses the issue, I guess, but then it's just like it's just delaying the inevitable. Like, we're not gonna like. I guess we still have the records of all the stuff. We can just archive it. We can just put like an archive records, and then just say these are the new results if under 4pad. Like, we don't need to like have the 2pad records, like next to the 4pad records, because clearly they're illegitimate. So much of that database is illegitimate. Putting tape on the timer results in Ying pulling up with a bottle of baby oil just a slide. That's just pointless, bro. It's just pointless. Diddy style. Okay. Okay. The Diddy style got me. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. The new procedure was created because of the uproar about the 0.78 world record, but they won't apply it to the cause of the uproar. I mean, sure, that's just the precedent, but like it's lame. I just think the way that they went about it was too bureaucratic and like literally just. It's like when you're playing chess and you're trying to think about like the best move, and then you're like, oh dude, and then you calculate so long, and then it's just like you make some stupid decision when like the most obvious move, like when the most common sense obvious move is what you should have done. Like, it's very easy to look at it and be like, bro, that's illegal. I don't care what you say. Is it more important to stand by like the regulations and procedures that you've had set for yourself previously, or is it more important to make sure that a illegitimate record does not get recognized? That's the real question here. And according to the WCA board, they would rather have an illegitimate record be recognized than like compromise on what they've already written in stone, which is stupid. Yeah, I agree. 4pad wouldn't affect speed cubing nearly as much. Yeah. I've essentially hit on what you're saying here. Yeah. Wasn't the policy why not penalize bad timer stops that are not visible in real time retroactively applied to Ekaterina's 0.6 though? Why would it be retroactively applied when the new policy to 0.78 can't? Yeah, true. Oh my god. IMF 4-pad can be mandated without a reset result. Result reset. Yeah, probably. I think it just makes I don't know. I think it makes more sense to do it that way. But if you do it, you have to disqualify 0.78. Like 100% you have to. No, I would tell Evan to go back and look at it. Ernst, you goofy guy. Get the time-based focus on that new timer. Dude, timers aren't easy, and you can't implement 4-pad without being locked into speed stacks. Which, like, all things considered, I'd rather be locked into speed stacks, like, whatever. As someone who has tried 4-pad with 4 movers, my best times are at least 0.1 worse. Okay, skill issue, you get better. Turn faster. Sorry. Pick up faster, turn faster. Whoever made the decision on WCA board for 0.78 needs to resign. Well, it was 3 out of the 5 people. Okay, no, sliding is not only legal if you're hang. Sliding is legal for everyone if it's not on video. Sliding is legal if it's not on video. Confirmed. Anyhow, I just wanted to get on here and talk about that for a little bit. I know as a judge, I wouldn't never have the confidence to say, yeah, that was a timer start DNF real time on a sub 1 2 solve. Well, yeah, exactly. It's tricky to notice it in real time, but that I mean, eventually, what this means is that we need to have cameras at every WCA station, like what speed stacking does, actually, and then make every solve, and every aspect of solves, viable to be used with frame analysis. Like that's all we can do. Eventually, that's what's going to need to happen. WCA has so much cash flow that they can definitely fund it. It's just that they haven't thought about it yet. So, yeah, I think how do we address everything here? We redo the power structure in the WCA. We make it so that way the board does not have ultimate power because that's cringe and it's only down to 3 people. We need to give WRC full control over results and regulations. We need to implement cameras at every WCA station at every comp ever. So that way we can apply fair frame analysis to every solve in the DDB. WCA hasn't released their books in the past 2 years. We need better representation. We need better representation of top solvers on the board, and we need to implement 4-pad potentially with a DB reset. I'm a little iffy on that, whether or not that's required or not. But either way, as it stands right now, this is going to lead to the downfall of cubing. If they were scared that a DB reset and 4-pad was going to destroy cubing, this is going to be significantly worse than that ever would have been. So, if y'all have any thoughts, get them out. I haven't really been reading chat. But yeah, there's clearly WCA favoritism for Yihang, and it's kind of scary and sketchy. So, yeah, I said that. I said cameras for every station and 4-pad. We should do both. Yeah, we should get cameras regardless. Because I think there's a thing in speed stacking where like you can stop with the, like you would still stop with the cube in your hand. I think, like if it's in your left hand, you could still do illegal stops. Especially because people are asking for bigger thumb pads, so it could be bad. I don't know. Anywho, I'm kind of baffled. And I'm really disappointed, and I'm really scared about the future of cubing, especially because I'm trying to drop out of college and make this my full-time job. And if this kills cubing, then I'm out of a job and I'm out of college. So, I don't want cubing to die. I don't want top level cubing to die. Please, for the love of God, keep it alive. Please, 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 please. Timer with 4-pad start, 2-pad stop. No, 2-pad. I used to be a 2-pad stop proponent. It doesn't work, bro. Look at all of Yihang's illegal stops. He's holding the cube in his hand. It's cooked. We need to do 4-pad starts and stops. And stopping doesn't even add that much of a difference. If you only did 4-pad starts and stops after you started cubing, you probably would average the exact same as you do now. There's a few like instances where it's slightly slower for me, but also like I do not care because I would rather have legitimacy. Okay, let's see. My global's the same with 4-pad. Yep. All I'm hearing is down with the board and down with the heretics. Okay, sure. I don't think it'll kill cubing. It could very well kill the WCA. I wasn't really for having another alternate organization run comps, so we kind of need one by top solvers for top solvers. I agree. Yeah, like, I mean, this doesn't even just affect top solvers. This affects like just the way comps run and like average delegate work and like everything involved. But yeah, I think a top level org would definitely help us out. Great stream. What? Because I was on my phone. I was on my phone reading some shit. I wasn't talking. That's what was the good stream. Yeah, man. I just I'm sad. I'm really sad actually. So yeah, WCA is cooked. I mean, look, if a petition comes around to overrule the decision, or a coup starts to overthrow the board and put new people in power, or a petition comes around to redo the power structure within the WCA, I highly advocate for you to go along with it. Because clearly the way things are run right now is not sustainable or ethical. Yeah, killing WCA over just letting one Yihang world record stand whenever he probably would have gotten it anyway, legitimately. Like, he has potential. He has potential to get it. You're being for real to set at a bad time. I appreciate you, G. Appreciate that. Appreciate the realness. No, yeah, unironically, like if I think the WC has legs. This decision is just very disheartening, and it should never have gone through. Ever. Yeah. We should storm the Capitol. Storm the Capitol. We're gonna do it. Zane's statement on forums. Bro, when I tell you I've never used WCA forums. Holy shit. Oh, hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. It wasn't WRC made decision to penalize 0.78. It was the WCA board. Yeah, this is cringe. I mean, yeah, everyone's just ratioing, bro. Yes, my girlfriend is vacuuming. Do some solves? No! No, shut up! No! If you were a real one, you would have watched my Twitch stream yesterday on my Twitch that I streamed for 2.5 hours watching DBZ with me, and you would have been a real one because there were only 2 people on stream yesterday, and I got best ever average of 5 on camera. It's going to be uploaded later today. So shush. No solves for you, sir. I'm banning you. Banning you from my chat. Why would the WCA have bias towards Yihang if that is the reason that they made the decision? Because someone on the board likes Yihang. That's it. They like him. They want him to have his result. Like, they want him to have his result. They have favoritism towards him, bro. It's lame. Yeah, it's lame, dude. Like, oh my days, brother. Oh my days, brother. I have a master's in yapology. Oh my days. Okay, let's read this. If the new rules are in effect today, they should reinstate Hassan's 124 average. If Yihang's 0.78 is staying only because it happened before the announcement, then the 124 and his 0.94 should too, because it was before the announcement this morning as well. No one's issue is directly with sliding being disallowed or disallowed. It's more so the consistency of the rules. If the 0.78 shouldn't be penalized for the main claim of it was before the announcement, he didn't know any better, then I can understand that somewhat. But mesh that logic with somebody who did the same thing. Reinstate the 1.24, and if they don't catch a literal lawsuit from the Kanani family. If Hassan wakes up and sees the announcement and decides he doesn't feel like dealing with this anymore, he'd make them say shut down for good, and there won't be a World Cup association. There won't be a niche team hobby striving to be a sport. Not only will the integrity of the hobby of speedkeeping be ruined worse than it already is, this will potentially put Rubik's and other manufacturers and retailers into the grave because of the loss of integrity and loss of belief in this hobby. The only thing that needs to be done is DNFing the results of Ying and anyone else that utilize sliding. Also, the fact that Ying comes from a wealthy family that has brought up many more times recently, and after every announcement of every situation involving him, they have all been overturned by the board in his favor. Why? Because he's a kid, or because someone such everyone on the board is getting paid? The board overturned the original disqualification at 0.93, and they overturned the decision as well. And I'm near positive that's because someone's getting paid. That's a crazy claim. I don't know if that's true, but there is at least favoritism on the board. Zane's statement, bro. Link me to the Zane statement. Where is it? Where's it at? Is it on forum? Dude, I suck at WC. Oh my! Don't let me use WCA forum. It's the same post bottom of forum. That's what I did. It didn't show me the thing. Oh, we got a huge Chris Chi post. I know the top 2 solvers are devastated to see this decision. I am happy to see that we are going to require greater scrutiny of records for the potential frame analysis going forward, though I still very much want to see frame analysis to be used for timer stops as well, because legal timer stops are already a big problem in short events, but to allow a world record that does not conform to the regulations to stand feels a bit like closing the barn door where the horses already escaped. I also disagree with the statement that it wasn't visible in real time. The first solve was visibly not a 0.74 to anyone familiar with top level 2x2. Going forward, all 2x2 solvers are starting with an approximate 1.1 to 0.2 second penalty in any world record attempt because of the existing records, negative time, and 0 time pickups, illegal sliding. It will be very hard to get new legal records by allowing a flawed record to stand. I hope the board will reconsider its stance on this issue. Yeah, literally just perfectly understandable. I don't know. I don't think there's bribery. I think there's just favoritism. Is like that. Is that not reason enough? I'm kind of bad at telling sliding, but how is this a +2 at Ying and Ying's wasn't? I can see him lift hands off the timer. If anything, it's more fishy than the start. Yeah. This is talking about the peer thing. I think this thread serves as an example as how unpopular decision was. The fallout decision is going to be massive. WCA board should not let this happen ever. It should never have been allowed to happen. This should serve enough of an example as to why this was the wrong ruling. Yeah, literally. Like I said, there's only there's only so many people in the world that would not have disqualified the 0.78, and somehow 3 of them happen to be on the WCA board. Like it's actually absurd. Yeah, also like 2018 is pre-COVID though. WCA doesn't operate the same. Let's read this Chris G post. This has just been absolutely shameful in the WCA board, and that's putting it nicely for the sake of the forum. The ruling regulation change can essentially be boiled down to the following. We're allowing a cheated world record to stand, but moving forward, we're actually going to enforce the broken reg as well as make it hard to break within. To begin with, so that it would be nearly impossible to break said world record. Incompetence is not even going to describe how horrendous of a decision this is. Some specific points in the first 2 posts. I fail to see how this makes any sense in reality. We're penalizing timer starts using frame analysis, not timer stops. There have been multiple instances of Ying doing moves after he stops the timer. Why does it not get the same treatment as timer starts? This decision just moves the legalized cheating from the start to the end of the solve. Yeah, exactly. I agree. I also was saying this. Stops have been an issue for Ying of like a while. And now it's just like it's literally codified into the regs that now you can do it. Even if it's on video, you can illegally stop. So just illegally stop every time. Like you're losing time not doing it. Competitors are subject only to the WCA regulations, policies, and procedures which are in place at the time of the attempt. It cannot be retroactively applied to previous attempts. Here is the relevant regulation of Ying's 0.78 average. Starting the solve, competitor uses their fingers to touch the elevated sensor surfaces of the stagnant timer. The competitor's palms must be facing down and located on the side of the timer close to the competitor. +2 seconds. The competitor must have no physical contact with puzzle while starting the solve. Penalty, +2 seconds. This is what Ying did. This was violated. There was physical contact with the cube before the timer started and palms were used to start the timer. Therefore, the solve should be penalized. There is quite literally irrefutable video evidence regarding this, and the qualification that video footage must be only reviewed at full speed is at best highly subjective and at worst a tool being used by specific people to get outcomes they want. Exactly. There is definitely favoritism in the board. Why do only the opinions of the 5 board members matter? Why does the unanimous opinion held by the WRC to penalize the 0.78 average not matter? Why is the WRC, the committee tasked with dealing with these issues exactly like this, been treated like insubordinate underlings with multiple decisions related to Ying's 0.93 average E1 in this? And you guys really trying to set the standard that the board can overturn any decision they want whenever they want? Yeah, this is actually so bad. Like, the board can do whatever they want because somehow they have supreme power. So just a complete mockery of result integrity, and hope the board reconsiders it. I hope to God they reconsider the result. If they do not reconsider it after seeing the fallout of it, like obviously they had to understand going into it how unpopular this decision was going to be, and yet they still went through with it. I find it very hard to think that they're going to rethink the decision, and if not, I think the decision has to be rethought by force. By making the decision, the board is demonstrating that they are wholly out of touch with high-level speedcubing, and I think we can all agree that this is not what the state of the governing body of our organization should be. Exactly. Yeah. Again, see how no one in board is actually a top level solver. 5 WRC members out of 21 have quit the committee, either partly or wholly because of this board decision. This is true. I know of at least one delegate who is stepping down shortly after he finishes any competitions. He's already listed as delegate because of this ruling. This by itself should be an indication that the board is doing something terribly wrong, and I'm not sure why the board continues to ignore everything by their own 5 opinions. Ultimately, this decision is reckless, and it completely destroys any integrity in the WCA rankings. I already said this once, so I'll say it again. I really hope the board reconsiders the decision. Ying's 0.70 average has no place on the WCA rankings, and the vast majority of cubers agree with me on this. Almost every cuber should agree with you. If they don't, they're children. This is more I wanted to say, but I can't think of it right now because of mine later. I'll either edit or post another reply on this thread. Yeah. Yeah, I know. They've used frame by frame analysis before. Yeah, I know. This is Chris G. That's my goat. Who are the board members that left? The board members didn't leave. WRC members have left, and they will not come out publicly, more than likely. Do I think canceling the record and insinuating ForPad would have been a better decision? No, I think just cancel the record and then instill the regulations that they put forth now, but also make it apply to stops. Like, so now we can use frame analysis for starts and stops, apply, and then do not allow this a record because this is the precedent going forward now. Because why would you allow this when it clearly breaks the regs? But then, like, now you're allowing it, even though it broke the regs that now you even stated. It's stupid. It's stupid. WR holder dunking on the board. No, exactly, bro. Like, I don't you know, and I know a person on the board, and like, I probably can't talk much about it, but I will tell you that this was not a unanimous decision of the people on the board. There was definitely a split decision here that led to the fallout of everything going forward, and also why the fuck does the board make the decision at the end? That's stupid. It should be the WRC. Very straightforward. 4-pad would be hard to institute in smaller, less popular areas that may use older timers. It could be very expensive to replace all the timers with Gen 5s. Yeah, sure, I agree. The WCA has money. Use the money. I don't know. Dude, what should happen is the decision should be open to see who on the board voted what. I don't know who voted for what, though. I can tell you that. The good ones voted against keeping it. The bad ones voted for it. Yeah, exactly. Another association took worse decision. The stacking association had to restart all records on 4-pad. I don't think so. This is the worst possible decision, what they did. I mean, I guess not really. It only kills a single event out of 18. But still, you should try to kill 0 events. And it doesn't even, it doesn't kill, it kills 2x2 world records for foreseeable future. And it's legalized illegal stops. Like, illegal stops are now legal because you cannot be analyzed under frame analysis of it. So just always do illegal stops. Will I continue to film official solves? Yeah, because I don't slide, bro. What the fuck? And even if I do film my solves, as long as I start legally, I can stop legally as much as I want because they can't frame analysis me. So I'm chilling. But for me, I care about the legitimacy of my results. I don't want my record cheated. But you know, it's like the baseball era, like the steroid era of baseball. If everyone's on roids, like I should be on roids too, or else I'm just at a disadvantage. You know what I mean? And that's what Zane was saying. He's saying now every 2x2 solver is 0.1 to 0.2 slower. Like they not only have to be 0.1/0.2 better, they have to be 0.2 to 0.3 better than the WR to beat it. Not just 0.001 because they're on unfair ground. Frame by frame shouldn't scare anyone unless their starts or stops are literally illegal. But do you think we should require recording for world records? Yes, I think any result in the WCA should have video according to it. So that way, if anything happens, we can be like, okay, now let's look back at that solve. I think we should invest in cams for every station at every comp. But obviously, that's tricky to do. 18 events, bro. Feet is dead. Yo, my bad. I was thinking FTO. My bad. Zane did cook. But still, any top 50 solver has the potential to be punished for non-issue that gave you no advantage. What do you mean? How so? I also hear about applying everyone the same treatment. If others had penalized for frame analysis, so should hang. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I like the thing is they're clearly acknowledging that whatever's happening is wrong because they have to change the regs. But they're saying I don't like FTO. I was joking. Sorry. But they're clearly saying that something is wrong with Yihang getting WR. something is wrong in the regs that allow him to do that. So instead of like disallowing his average, they're just going to change it for everyone else going forward and not apply it to him. No, this doesn't apply to stops. No. If you read the thing, stops you can stop illegally as much as you want. Frame by frame analysis will not be used in any other cases, including but not limited to penalizing violations, fully releasing the puzzle, and hands flat while stopping that cannot be seen at full speed. So if I do an illegal stop that you can't see at full speed, you can't do it. You can't try to find it on frame analysis. Yeah, it's crazy. Disclaimer, I don't like FTO. Yeah, FTO lame, bro. Lame as hell. Bro said I'm on school Wi-Fi. That's crazy. The stop specifically being exempt is so wild. No, exactly. It feels like it's blatant favoritism. I was most shocked by the fact Hassan was penalized practically within the hour. Well, yeah, it's because you could see it in real time. But like, if it was never recorded, you would never know, right? And that's not on him that some random parent filmed him, right? Whole board getting that 2-piece no sauce, bro. It's not the whole board. It's definitely certain members of the board that are incompetent and stupid. But holy, I don't understand why the board had to step in and say that WRC's decision was wrong. It is very worrying. Board Tua, oh buddy. We got Luke Garrett. Luke is never a controversial guy. He would never give his opinion. And this also brings into question, like, I've had friends who have gotten screwed over by instances that were ruled on by WRC. And instead, he asked to have his decisions ruled on by the board because clearly some people get nuance to their decisions instead of just being allowed to have their result disqualified by the WRC, which is the people who should be aware, which is people who should be making the decision. And instead, they got screwed over because WRC disallowed the result. The WRC probably makes the more legitimate ruling, but if he happened to get his result ruled on and like he asked for an appeal and then it got ruled on by the WCA board, potentially that changes whether or not his result stands or not. Like there is just clear favoritism here for Yihang. It's so ass. Hassan was penalized by the delegates. Exactly. And that's RNG. That's what I was saying before. Yihang did this and he didn't get ruled on at all because the delegates give him special treatment. There's just favoritism for Yihang everywhere. Everywhere there's favoritism for Yihang. And it's stupid. Oh my god, Luke Garrett gave his statement. Ban favoritism then? Bro, shut up. Isn't WAC supposed to handle appeals now and not the board? Well, yeah, but the WCA board handled the appeal for Yihang's .78, which is stupid. So why would he have to deal with a different appeals committee than Yihang did? You see, this is still favoritism either way. Exactly. Yeah, they're not treating the top level. They're not treating top level solvers fairly, and it's ASP. Let's see. Is this gonna work now? Yay! Yay! Woo! Yay! Guys, we're back. Guys. Board handling it is very sus. Yeah, exactly. Why does the board feel like they need to step in and overrule WRC's decision? Yeah, Yihang's mom is definitely hype right now. Dude, look at how clean that is, bro. Look at that. Look at that FPS. Sheesh. Do I want to race? Bro, I asked you to race a while ago and you dodged me, bro. I have more pressing matters, sir. Also, I got PB AO5 on cam yesterday. I'm about to upload that. Has the board stepped in on reg decisions any other times other than 0.93 and 0.78? I think on Felix's 688. I don't know. Yeah, bro. Come on. What's the grind? You grinding right now? I think 4-pad in the long run might be best. I'm still processing WCA statements. Sliding is legalized if it's not on camera. Yeah, Yihang's record stays. Yeah. Bro's getting brawny treatment. So true, bro. Actually, so true. There's just so much Yihang glaze. Yeah, I don't know why Ying's record gets to stay. It's actually so lame. Has the board ever made a decision on regulations before this? I don't know. I don't. If yes, it was before the current state of WCA operations, where like they want to take themselves more seriously and they operate with like all these different communities, all these different committees. Yeah, they threw that thing right out the window. Yihang has been getting unfair treatment, bro. Like the fact that he's even rolled on by the board rather than WRC is unfair treatment. And the fact that like his appeals are through the board instead of whatever is unfair treatment as well. Like, I think we should have... I don't think we should treat everyone fair and equally. No hate. Clearly, like, top-level solvers results mean more than, like, a 5-minute solver's results, okay? And that's no hate, okay? That's just straight up. So, like, we don't need to hold ourselves to the WCA mission statement. But then if this is the WCA mission statement, then why are we still a nonprofit? Why are we still all these other things? If we're going to be making compromises on these things that I think are equally as important. I think just this decision just calls into question, like, how we've been operating cubing the entire time up to now. Oh shit. Have a challenge call. People place so much emphasis on the mission statement. Yeah, I agree. I think people are just too concerned with like the way we're already doing things, which has been used to justify terrible things throughout history. Sheesh. God damn. The fuck? It's a mission statement, not the be all end all, for sure. What if we all just stopped organizing comps until they repeal the board decision? Stop paying dues. Actually, stop paying dues is the best way to do it. Because then the board actually just loses money, and they need that to survive. Non-brain rot chat for once? Dude, I know. Jesus. It's okay. It's going to happen soon. They're so two-faced on the retroactive enforcement piece since regs were literally broken. The record received conflicting regulations, and the answer is fixing the regs, not allowing the record. Yeah. Revealed conflicting regulations. Okay. Aren't dues like part of registering for comps? I don't know. I'm not an organizer, bro. It's not mine. I know, man. Isn't that fraud? I don't know. Don't ask me, bro. I already commit fraud. If the board not paid, the monetary protest doesn't affect them. Well, I'm saying like it just kills the organization. There's definitely better ways to do it than not paying dues, but I think not. Oh my god, dude! I think not paying dues is a valid answer. If WC doesn't have money to operate, that is a serious problem. Well, okay, if they care about cubing at all, then they would, you know, change the decision. It's a bad idea. Potentially. The people who validated Ying's records are frauds? Yeah. Yeah, true. I mean, I'm just gonna do illegal stops now. Like, there's nothing that stops me from doing that. Where does all the WCA money even go? I'm pretty sure it's just like an account. Some of it goes to like equipment for like lower income areas. James Malloy. Yeah. Essentially. Oh my god. Oh, we're cooked. How long has sliding been around for? I think it's been around for like, I mean, as we know it as sliding, like not that long. But this has been an issue with timers since like ever. Easier stops, bro. I've had judges who literally just don't look at the solve. Like I don't know why we even thought the WCA database had legitimacy in the first place. But everything has been cooked since the beginning. This just highlights it significantly more. I'm pretty sure the finances are not the past few years. I'm pretty sure the finances for the past like 2 years aren't on the site. You tried to slide? I mean, I know someone who was like on this like way before. They're public? The past few years? I didn't think so. Oh, okay. The fact that you can be judged by a 6-year-old is just stupid. The thing is, like, some 6-year-olds are better judges than like the 30-year-old that judges you at a comp. Like, it's not solely it's not solely an age thing. It's a training thing. Organizing big comps, especially majors, is expensive. Dude, the Euro for the venue for Euros was literally free. But yes, everywhere else it is expensive. Yo, full step? What the hell? Type shit. Over 600K revenue. Yeah, 600K is not that crazy, honestly. %71% from dues, 23% from sponsorships. It was the other way around, 2022. So we have less sponsorships now, I guess. What the fuck? I didn't stop the timer! I'm so bad! I'm so bad! No, I didn't stop the timer! No, that's like easy 4-7. Fuck me. Oh my days. I'm so ass. Oh my god, that's so cooked. Bro, okay, now I need to see it. Now I need to see it. This is gonna make me cope. Oh my god, it's on like a 4-6, dude. Oh my god, that's like 4-4. what's that? 4 4 4 5 5 1. That's like 4 7 4 6. Well, it's okay. I already got overall PB on cam yesterday. Do you think this is the first time the WCA board has lacked integrity like this, or is it possible something like this not on this caliber before, just not public? I mean, there's other Ying decisions that have been questionable. Fuck. I don't know. I think this is the first time we're seeing kind of blatant like, it seems like shadiness, I would say. Yeah, Yang still has WR if he has only 0.9. I mean, we don't know because 0.9 footage hasn't been released yet, probably for good reason, because they don't know if sliding is legal or not. And I bet you now, because of this decision, the 0.9 isn't going to be posted anywhere. Is 0.9 footage up? Or am I tripping? God damn. Kalindu unbanned? No shot, buddy. Please. The other 4 solves aren't just the 0.49 or 4.9. Didn't the 0.49 have sliding though? Slide. Okay, I got you. I read your post, Zane. I'm sorry, bro. I really hope they like undo the decision, because like it's baffling that this actually happened. $429 PB2 single. Nice, dude. Awesome. Is TPS better than efficiency? It depends. If your TPS is significantly better than your efficiency, like it can make up for it. But ideally, you would do both. I don't know what I'm expecting right now. God. You're actually hopeful it'll get changed? I am as well, because I hope they see how vastly unpopular it is. The offending board member will have to be ousted. Well, it was 3 offending board members, because if not, the decision doesn't get made. But yeah, I agree. With the amount of backlashes getting, the board's gonna have to make a statement. I mean, yeah, like if they don't make a statement, it looks very bad. And it already looks really bad. Especially with, like, bribery allegations, which I feel like are not founded in reality at all. But the fact that it is, like, very, like, it is very possibly a situation that could have occurred at some point down the road is not good. I need to implement that ZBLS. A lot of legends. Hello, you absolute legend. That was not a good one. Sorry, Carl. A 4-pad? Dude, no. 2-pad stops doesn't change anything. Like, that's what I don't like about the decision, is that they allowed, like, you can have illegal stops, like, on camera, and they won't do anything about it. I think we need 4-pad stop to prevent the proliferation of just sliding, but at the end of the solve. British Dylan. 2-pad stop is cope. I agree. I used to be a proponent of 2-pad stop, but it's cope. I think there's a good chance it is related to a GAN sponsorship deal, seeing as they lost 120K in sponsorships in 2023. Ying is the face of GAN at this point. Anything that hurts Ying hurts GAN. They don't have a GAN sponsorship? WCA? I don't think so. Yay. I love getting bailed out. I'm British and I walk in on that. Come on. We sound much fancier. Sorry, bro. WRC ruling was good until I heard that you can still perform illegal stops and get no penalty for it. Okay, it's not good. We should ban Jihang's average, but other than that, yeah. I mean, it depends. Like, they potentially could. Yeah, let's go. Yay. 11 mover. Okay. Okay, buddy. No, I guess it's just the WCA statement on how it should be handled going forward is good, except for the fact that you can't use frame analysis. I think you should also use frame analysis if like the blindfold's actually on by the time you're doing times or like moves. I feel like that's relatively important, but whatever. I'm not a blinder, so I won't speak on it too much, but yeah, I just conflated things. Do I think WCA will take over by some new organization? No. I I hope that the WCA just sees the error in its ways right now and fixes it before it's too late. That's essentially what I'm advocating for. Yeah. Inverse slide. I mean, dude, no. Yang literally has footage of him doing inverse sliding. Like, it's legitimate. Like, just... I don't know. I was talking to Top Solver, who shall not be named, and they were saying, like, oh, it's crazy that Yihang and his coaches are willing to risk his entire reputation on, like, this one record. Like, now he's known as, like, a cheater, slider. It just does not look good for him. Especially when the community kind of already treats him bad. Okay, cool. I feel like I got everything that I wanted to get out on stream. It's been way longer than I thought I would stream. If you wanted to keep watching me do solves, I will be doing solves on my Twitch. My Twitch is just like in the description of my videos. And I will be putting Dragon Ball Z on the screen, but I will not be talking to chat because Twitch streams are for me. YouTube streams are for the chat, and this was actually really important. I need to get this stream out. And I might make this into a clip video. But cool. I'm gonna go stream on Twitch. If y'all want to follow me, go see me over there. But besides that, yeah, I'm gonna be watching DBZ. I'm not gonna be talking to you. I'm gonna be no life grinding, and cool. That'll be it. Thank y'all for popping in. WCA, please, 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 for the love of God, undo this decision, because I want to have a job. If you do this, I will actually be out of a job, and I will have to finish college. Please, 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 please.